On the night of February 17, another drone attack took place at the Ilsk oil refinery in the Krasnodar region of Russia. Local Telegram channels reported this. The impact caused an explosion and a fire. There were no reports of casualties. The facility has a production capacity of 6.5 million tons per year. Russian Telegram channels say that a total of 90 drone attacks and 1 Neptune missile strike were carried out in the region, and the air defense system was activated and repelled the strikes. Krasnodar region governor Veniamin Kondratyev said that the drones fell into a residential area, damaged 12 houses, and injured 2 people.
Слушай!
Идет. Тихо, пацаны. Уже рядом. Рядом. Воу. Давай, зачем?
It is likely that the newest Russian Valdai radar systems near Moscow were destroyed by a Ukrainian agent who snuck up on the systems and planted explosives under them. This assumption was made in Forbes magazine, which pointed to the existence of a video of the corresponding explosion. If so, it would have been a risky operation in a densely populated region nearly 500 kilometers from the front lines in Ukraine, but it would not have been unprecedented. Ukrainian agents have repeatedly infiltrated Russian territory to hit military aircraft, warships, and other high-value targets. The article notes, it is emphasized that the Valdai complexes were clearly worth the risk. The brand new system, apparently quite rare in Russian service, combined passive radio detectors, infrared sensors, radars, and means to detect and jam hard-to-detect small drones. The magazine recalled that the Lianosovsky electromechanical plant in Moscow began developing the Valdai in 2016. The first example entered service just 4 years ago. Why the Ukrainians chose Valdai in Dolgoprudny is obvious. Ukrainian forces are expanding their campaign of deep strikes against Russian air bases, factories and oil facilities. Raids on the Russian oil industry last month may have disrupted up to 10% of the country's oil production. Ukraine is launching cruise missiles at some of the toughest targets, but most of the deep strikes are being carried out by Ukraine's ever-expanding portfolio of long-range drones, the heaviest of which can fly more than 1,500 kilometers with precision guidance and explosives, Forbes added. Let us recall that the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that on the night of February the 7th, a powerful explosion occurred on the territory of Military Unit 52116 in the city of Dolgoprudny near Moscow. Explosives destroyed 2 Russian Valdai radar systems designed for round-the-clock automatic detection and counteraction of unmanned aerial vehicles. The military unit where the Valdai missiles exploded is responsible for the safety of the airspace over Moscow, the main intelligence directorate emphasized. Ukrainian forces are widening their campaign of deep strikes against Russian air bases, factories and oil facilities. Raids on the Russian oil industry last month may have suppressed as much as 10% of the country's petroleum product production. Ukraine fires cruise missiles at some of the tougher targets, but most of the deep strikes are carried out by the Ukrainians' ever-expanding portfolio of long-range drones, the heaviest of which can travel more than 1,000 miles with precision guidance, GPS or terrain matching and an explosive payload. The newest drones even have the ability to drop a bomb and return to base, allowing them to be deployed for multiple raids before they crash or get shot down. Defeating these drones is an urgent priority for the Russians as their wider war on Ukraine grinds into its 4th year and costs both militarily and industrial mount. Defeating the means by which Russia defeats the drones is an urgent priority for Ukraine.
Another attack by the 155th Marine Brigade of the occupying Russian army in Russia's Kursk region has been thwarted. More than 10 tanks and a company of soldiers, flying the Soviet flag and equipped with anti-drone devices, encountered resistance from the Ukrainian army near the settlement of Nikolsky. The invaders, forced to move through mined areas, became targets of kamikaze drones. Tanks were blown up and disabled by precise drone strikes, and infantry soldiers were also destroyed.